this out here. Now we got two. We're gonna have to slide in over the ditch to get this right. And I hope this ditch doesn't cave in. I don't think it will over here. It did the other day on me. Pretty embarrassing. What I can do is set up parallel with the ditch like this, and you set your loader on the ground, get it good and solid. If it's sitting pretty flat, it's not hard to swing over the ditch like this. Maybe we can get it from two different angles here so you can see what's going on. But whenever you set your bucket down, you want to set it as close as you think you can to the edge of your ditch, because you're going to be swinging over this ditch. So your balance point shifts from leaning to the left here, or to my left, to leaning to my right. And that's about when you got to have your outrigger ready to hit the ground. Sometimes, when you get in these positions like this, it's hard to get back out because dirt may not hold you up very good. So, but you can swing a long ways side to side off your balance point on your front bucket like that. It's not that bad. So I'm sitting right over the top of the excavation that I did yesterday. So I wish they'd have pulled this steel out. I don't know why they didn't. Plumb goofy. They draw a mark on the ground, they have you dig it, and then they say, oh, you need to dig over here. You need to dig this out bigger. And I don't mind. I mean, but it bugs me a bit that you watch me dig it on the line, and after I'm done, you say, no, you need to dig it over there. I'll dig as much dirt as you want to dig. I can dig all day. It doesn't matter. Come on now. I shouldn't be getting gripey. It's too early in the morning. I don't want to set the tone of the day this morning like that. That's a bad plan. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to get off of this ditch. Set your bucket as close as you can to the other side of the ditch. Now we're going to lift our outriggers to see how our balance is doing. We're going to check, make sure our soil's holding us up. We're only going to move over about to where my outrigger is close to the ditch. And then I'm going to reset. This is where it gets tricky. Now I have to go same side of the ditch I'm on and pick myself up if I can. And then I can swing off. Doesn't always work that well. Move that steel. I can't swing over that one, it's too big. So we're going to have to do that from the other side. With a little creativity, you can fly a backhoe in over a pretty good sized ditch or a hole. Or a lot of people don't understand them. These machines are very, very handy. I mean, my outrigger spread, I can straddle a 6-foot ditch if I'm in line with it. A 5-foot ditch from an angle. if the banks are pretty solid. That's what the outrigger's pretty close to the edge. So if it's soft dirt, you can't do it. You're gonna have to move it out. They don't understand. This one's gonna be even worse. They really need to pull that rebar out of that hole. Well, I don't know why they don't. I can get it pretty clean. This is gonna be a case where I have to dig with the outrigger up on one side. There's just no way. I can't. I've got too much in front of me here to straddle it. So outrigger will be up on the left, my left. You want to pull that mat out? You want to pull that mat out? Be a little bit easier maybe. Get that steel out of the way, I can get most of that dirt out of there, but I try to make it easy on people. Ouch. So, really to square that off, I gotta get over here closer to the ditch. I'm gonna be setting my tire on the edge of the ditch. Well, I can't do that. It's too soft for outrigger. So basically, if you're trying to cut a square corner out of a ditch like that, you have to push into the bank. This is really soft dirt right here, so you can kind of make an imprint, kind of like Play-Doh. Then we can move over a little bit since it's a wider hole. And we can start pulling that dirt out of there. It's kind of sticky, so it's going to stay in the bucket. Pretty good. And do another stab cut here. Hopefully it'll stick to the bucket. Yep. I'm doing that, it's not making a whole lot of crumbles on the bottom. It's just kind of like cookie cutter. There's some new teeth my buddy Tim made me. Can't find them anywhere. Custom made. He bought brand new teeth and hard surfaced them for me. That's a lot of work right there. These teeth are still pretty good, but I want to try out these new ones. Bad looking teeth up there, man. Perfect. I think it's a stick welded one there, what it looks like. Even the gold. Didn't need my new pin, them are still good.